There is something genuinely refreshing about this year in fashion. For once, the trends emerging for 2026 are not about suffering for style or spending a fortune to look current. They are about dressing with intention, expressing personality, and most importantly, actually enjoying what you wear every single day. And honestly, that feels like a breath of fresh air. These are trends you will genuinely want to incorporate into your everyday wardrobe. The fashion landscape for 2026 marks a meaningful shift. The rigid minimalism of recent years is softening, and in its place comes a sophisticated embrace of self-expression, romantic textures, and thoughtful volume. What makes this year particularly exciting is how wearable these directions truly are. Whether you gravitate toward polished elegance or relaxed sophistication, there is something here that will feel like it was designed specifically for your life. Today, we are exploring the trends that translate beautifully from runway inspiration to real wardrobes, so you can step into 2026 looking effortlessly current without sacrificing comfort or your personal style. Let us dive in. The poetry of everyday dressing. One of the most appealing movements gaining momentum is what fashion insiders are calling poetcore. Think of it as dark academia's more approachable younger sister. Rather than the moody, gothic library aesthetic, this trend embraces a cozier, more accessible interpretation. Picture vintage Fair Isle knits layered over crisp button-down shirts in preppy pastel stripes. Imagine relaxed satchel bags and bookish blazers that look equally at home at a weekend brunch or a weekday meeting. It is the kind of look that makes you feel put together without feeling overdone. The beauty of this aesthetic lies in its versatility. It works for women who want to appear thoughtfully put together without looking overly polished or trying too hard. The key pieces are items you likely already own or can easily find. A well-fitted blazer in a neutral tone, soft knitwear with heritage patterns, and classic button-downs in powder blue or timeless white form the foundation. What makes it feel fresh for 2026 is the layering. Mixing these classic elements in unexpected combinations that feel creative rather than corporate. Consider pairing a vintage-inspired Fair Isle sweater with a sleek pencil skirt, or wearing your preppy striped shirt under a relaxed cardigan with tailored trousers. The aesthetic rewards experimentation within a refined framework. Effortless elegance and flowing silhouettes. For those who prefer a softer approach to style, effortless elegance channels the lifestyle of someone perpetually strolling along a coastal promenade. This trend centers on graceful ease, soft drape tailoring, and materials that move beautifully with your body. Think silk blouses that catch the light, fluid midi skirts, and robe-like silhouettes that feel luxurious against the skin. If you have ever wanted your clothes to feel like a gentle hug while still looking polished, this one is for you. The emphasis here is on how fabric feels and moves, not just how it looks. Satin, silk, and quality viscose and flowing cuts create an elevated impression without any fussiness. The styling remains simple because the fabric does the work. A draped blouse paired with tailored trousers, or a fluid midi dress worn with comfortable flats, captures this aesthetic perfectly. Long scarves, wrapped loosely around the neck or waist, add a touch of playful sophistication that feels distinctly 2026. The colors that work best within this movement tend towards soft neutrals, creamy whites, and muted pastels that enhance the sense of effortless refinement. Volume with purpose. 2026 moves decisively away from the strict bodycon silhouettes that dominated recent seasons. In their place comes architectural volume and refined maximalism, but approached with intelligence and flattery in mind. Sculptural sleeves, particularly bowed variations, balloon-style trousers, and dramatically proportioned garments are appearing everywhere. And here is the good news. The secret to making this trend work in everyday life is strategic placement. Volume at the sleeves, paired with a fitted waist, creates beautiful proportion without overwhelming your frame. A blouse with statement sleeves tucked into high-waisted trousers instantly elevates a simple outfit while remaining completely practical. The same principle applies to fuller skirts balanced with more fitted tops. Tiered ruffle skirts are also experiencing a major renaissance, particularly in midi lengths that balance playfulness with sophistication. When styled in crisp optical white or soft neutrals, these pieces bring movement and visual interest while remaining remarkably versatile. This is volume that serves your silhouette rather than drowning it, and it works across body types because you control where the drama falls. Romantic fabrics made modern. Lace is experiencing a sophisticated revival this year, but the styling approach differs markedly from what you might expect. Gone is the overly precious, vintage tea party feel. Instead, romantic fabrics are being paired with oversized basics, modern pastel shades, and casual layering techniques that balance delicate textures with contemporary ease. This is lace you can actually live in. Consider a lace midi skirt worn with a relaxed cotton sweater and clean white sneakers, or a satin blouse with subtle lace trim tucked into wide-leg jeans. The result feels neither overly feminine nor minimalist. It is romantic on its own terms, which makes it surprisingly versatile for everyday wear. This approach to romantic fabrics means you can incorporate them into your regular wardrobe rotation rather than saving them for special occasions. Polka dots return with confidence. Every few years, a print emerges as the defining pattern of the moment, and for 2026, that honor belongs to polka dots. Both oversized and micro versions are gaining momentum, appearing on everything from everyday separates to more elevated pieces. The trend transcends any single interpretation, meaning you can find a version that suits your personal aesthetic. Smaller dots offer a more subtle, sophisticated option that reads as almost textural from a distance. Larger dots make a bolder statement and work beautifully on midi dresses and flowing skirts. The key to wearing this trend with confidence is balance. A polka dot blouse pairs well with solid, streamlined bottoms. A dotted midi skirt looks polished beneath a fitted, solid knit. The print brings inherent playfulness, so the rest of your outfit can remain relatively simple. The warmth of yellow and rise of purple. Yellow is transcending its traditional spring-only associations this year. Vanilla and creamy yellows are emerging as fresh, neutral alternatives that work across seasons and occasions. These are not bold, attention-demanding yellows, but rather soft, warm tones that function similarly to cream or champagne, while adding just a bit more interest. This shade works beautifully in knitwear, blouses, and dresses. It flatters a wide range of skin tones and pairs effortlessly with navy, white, camel, and soft grays. A vanilla yellow cardigan adds warmth to your existing neutrals. A dress in this shade feels appropriate for everything from workdays to weekend gatherings. Purple is also emerging as a defining jewel tone for 2026, ranging from rich plum to softer mauves. This color signals individuality and emotional depth in a way that traditional neutrals simply cannot. A plum blazer or mauve knit instantly elevates a neutral outfit while feeling sophisticated rather than overwhelming. These colors integrate seamlessly into wardrobes you already own. Comfortable footwear takes center stage. Perhaps the most welcome development for 2026 is the continued elevation of comfortable footwear. Finally, moccasins, loafers, and refined thong sandals have transitioned from casual staples into genuinely fashion-forward choices. This reflects a broader movement toward footwear that prioritizes both comfort and aesthetic credibility. Suede loafers in rich autumn tones work beautifully year-round, with everything from tailored trousers to flowing dresses. Elevated thong sandals in leather finishes look polished enough for dinners, while remaining comfortable for a full day of wear. Even classic slingback heels are returning with modest heights that transform an outfit without sacrificing practicality. The message is clear. Looking stylish no longer requires uncomfortable footwear, and that is something worth celebrating. Accessories that make an impact. Scarves used as belts represent a charming revival from vintage coastal dressing. Styled with basic tops and worn over lower slung trousers, this simple technique adds instant personality to straightforward outfits. The key is choosing scarves in complementary colors or interesting prints that create a focal point at the waist. Oversized sunglasses continue to dominate as statement pieces that elevate even the most relaxed looks. Bold frames communicate confidence and personality while serving their practical purpose beautifully. Raffia bags are moving beyond their beach-exclusive reputation into genuinely versatile territory. Structured totes and refined crossbodies in this material now transition effortlessly from resort settings to city streets. The craftsmanship in these pieces has elevated considerably, making them appropriate for far more occasions than traditional woven summer bags. These accessories share a common thread. They add interest and personality without requiring significant investment or complicated styling. The fashion direction for 2026 feels refreshingly democratic and accessible. Whether you are drawn to the literary warmth of poetcore, the flowing elegance of draped fabrics, the playfulness of polka dots, or the practicality of elevated, comfortable footwear, these trends invite you to participate on your own terms. The overarching message is beautifully simple. Fashion this year is about expressing who you are, rather than conforming to rigid expectations. And that is something to feel genuinely excited about. The best approach is choosing one or two directions that genuinely resonate with your lifestyle and personal aesthetic. Build slowly from there, incorporating pieces gradually, rather than overhauling your entire wardrobe at once. Style should enhance your daily life, not complicate it. And that philosophy feels perfectly aligned with what 2026 fashion represents. If this helped you see your wardrobe possibilities in a new light, a like and subscribe truly helps bring more content like this your way. Drop a comment below sharing which of these trends you are most excited to try this year. I would love to hear from you. Your next favorite outfit might be just one inspired styling decision away.